We are here in Shinnston, West Virginia at the Born and Bred studio, and we're here to talk about my brand new single that just came out called Sweet Lovin'. So the song is really about if you have someone that gives you the good feelings of love, what all that can be. I feel like everything you say is like, there was this guy, and there was this guy. There was this guy who I know, and I'm sort of close to this person. He really was the one who inspired the song. And I was just kind of thinking in my head about, how can I write this from an outsider's perspective, like someone who has a really good person in their life who makes them feel all the good ways that love can make you feel. So this person I've been close to for, I'd say, several years, and he really was the one who inspired the song. He's funny, he's very genuine, definitely someone who cares about other people, a very trustworthy person. He's just somebody who can make you feel loved. Towards the end of September was when I started writing the song. I was kind of watching YouTube videos, and this specific person came to mind. I got out my phone, started writing the song in my notes, and all these kind of lyrics just came through my head, and I was kind of trying to be as descriptive as I could and trying to think of different ways, again, how a man can make a woman feel when they genuinely love that person. Lyrically, it was a very quick song for me to write. Now, the music didn't come until later, but lyrically, it was very easy for me to write the lyrics for the song. I really sort of liked the key of E and E minor, and sort of looked up backing tracks and found one, and I was kind of humming the song in my head of the lyrics that I had written down, and was kind of humming them in my head and trying to figure out a good hook, especially for the chorus, and it just kind of flowed. But that's sort of like the foundation of how I came up with the music for the song. So I have Scott Conrad. He is a fantastic drummer out of Fairmont, West Virginia. And then I have Kent McVicker from right outside of Philippi. He played lead guitar and also some rhythm on the song. So we never actually met in person. And it was a really interesting way of songwriting. I had never really written a song this way before. So I kind of had a vision in my head of how I wanted the song to sound. And I asked Scott if he wanted to be featured on the song. And same thing with Ken. I called him up and I said, hey, I've got this song. I would really like you to be part of it. I really think you're a very talented musician, and I want to highlight your talent. And he was on board with it. Once I had finished the music, I sent them both recordings of the song, and I just sang it and played it on a voice memo and sent them both the track and kind of told them my idea and my vision for the song and what I wanted. With Scott, I told him just come up with different drum beats and whatever you kind of feel once you listen to the song, and send it to me. And me and Scott, he sent me probably 3 or 4 different recordings just to kind of see what I liked, what I didn't like. And there were certain things that I liked in maybe one recording, and then I would message him back and say, hey, I don't know if I like this, or maybe try a hi-hat instead of a ride or something on this specific part. So Scott's was a little bit easier than Kent's was. With Kent, I think he sent me maybe 4 different recordings. And it wasn't so much the foundation, like the basic chords of the song, it was more of the solo for the song. And I had a really specific sound that I wanted to go for. And the first one was not bad, sort of on the right track of what I wanted. I said, well, see if you can spice it up a bit, but not too much. Well, the second one he sent me, it sounded way too much like Led Zeppelin or Van Halen. I said, Kent, you gotta bring it down just a little bit. I said, kind of meet in the middle between the first recording and the second recording that you sent me, and the third one was perfect. I said, that's it. That's the one I want. So day one in the studio, we tracked my rhythm part. We also tracked Scott's drums. He came up later that afternoon on the first day and got all of his tracking done, and he sounded killer on the song. The recording process for him was really smooth. The drum set that he used was fantastic. It sounded really, really nice. First day in the studio was probably a 10-hour day. Long day, but we got a lot accomplished. Bass was also recorded on the first day. And then day two was when Kent came up and recorded all of his guitar parts. We polished things that we had done on day one before Kent came up and did all of his lead work. Kent's stuff didn't take that long at all, maybe just a couple hours. I mean, his recording was a really quick process. So also on the second day, we tracked vocals. With my idea for the vocals for this song, it was one Def Leppard song. It was a later song that they had put out on their 1999 album, and it's a song called Promises. And before the actual chorus of that song starts, there's like this big multi-layered harmony part vocally. And I really, really liked that. And it sort of corresponded with the vocals at the beginning of the chorus in Sweet Lovin'. When I went up into the studio on the second day, I told Jamie Peck is the guy who I go to. And I told Jamie, I said, I really like this Def Leppard song that has this big vocal part before the chorus. And I said, I really want to incorporate that feel for the chorus for Sweet Lovin'. That was a really interesting process because day two, once Kent finished with all of his guitar recording and we started working on vocals, we did the main vocals first, and then we went in with the harmony parts. And the harmony parts are really cool how they're put together, because we would record one harmony part and then he would double it. And then we would do another harmony part and then he would double it. So if you look at the session for the song, there's probably about 8 different harmony tracks on there. And that was one thing that I wanted, especially for the chorus, was it to be big. I mean, I sort of get a little nervous whenever I have a new song getting ready to come out, because I've had it since probably May, and I've been the only one who's listened to it. And maybe there were probably a select few amount of people who I did let listen to it before it came out. But it's kind of weird and sort of nerve-wracking, because you want people to like the song and you want people to enjoy it. And it's kind of sort of not a weird feeling in a bad way, but it's out there now. You know, everybody can hear it. Everybody is able to listen to it wherever in the world. I want them to feel good when they hear the song, because it's got a little bit of, with the music that I grew up on, it's a lot of rock music, but it's also a lot of country music. So I think I kind of intertwined rock and country in the song. It's got little bits of both, influences of both rock and country in the song. It's a good song to listen to when you're driving down the road and you got your windows down. And like I said, I want people to feel good when they hear it. You can find me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. All of my music is on all streaming platforms as well, such as Amazon, Spotify, Apple Music. Wherever you listen to your music, it's there.